It's much more profitable, ladies, for me to sit here and tell you what you want to hear. So when you come at me, I don't believe you coming at me. You coming at God. Because you think I want to deal with your nasty fucking mouth and you coming at me just because I'm telling you the truth, because I'm trying to save your life? No. And it's much easier for us to pander to you. And so when you see your dope dealer, come on, man, let's roll our sleeves up. Let's get down to business. When you see your dope dealer is every single man that's on these platforms that's sitting here telling you what you want to hear instead of telling you the truth. When they tell you that it's in your best interest to be taken care of and you ain't got to bring nothing to the table and men's supposed to take care of everything, look at the vessel. God said that you will know them by their fruits. Look at their life. It's not a reflection of the thing that they telling you. They will never fucking tell you the truth. You know why? Because it's easier to sell you the dream. And the dream is much more beautiful. But when you wake up in the morning, your life is still fucked up. Your family is fucked up. Your kids are going to be the recipients of your fucked up life and your fucked up decisions. And everybody that's came into your life have fucked you up. And you sitting here listening to a nigga that's on his phone telling you some bullshit. And you sitting here looking at me like I'm crazy. I'ma save your life. I'ma save your motherfucking life tonight. If you listen with your heart and you turn off whatever it is that you feeling like right now, get out of your feelings and you start listening with your heart, I'ma save your life tonight. Because I'm not a dope dealer. I'm the nigga that's going to take you out of the streets, sit you in that fucking dark corner, and it ain't going to feel good. And you're going to sit there and you're going to go through withdrawals. And it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. But you're going to be clear. I'm going to give you clarity. I'm going to unlock everything that they lied to you about. Your mama lied to you. Your father lied to you. These niggas online is lying to you. These women that's over here saying the Sierra's prayer is lying to you. You going to bust hell wide open. I'm telling you, listen. Everything that you doing on this earth, you're going to have to be accountable for. You're going to bust hell wide open. And you're not going to be able to say that you didn't know because I'm telling you the truth. All of this shit that you see happening in the culture, man, these people is going to the depths of hell. I'm telling you. Listen, I know you think that your homie was the one that was real, but that nigga burning right now. His life was for nothing. His time on this earth didn't leave the earth in a better space had he been here. All of this shit that we see happening in the culture that you mad at me about for calling out, I didn't create it. I didn't do it. I just called it out because I see it. And it's hard for me to ignore it because when I read my word and I talk to God every day and he say, man, listen, this is what you got to do. What I'm going to do? Tell him no? This nigga say, what I'm going to do? Tell God no? For all the things that he did, that's the least I can do is tell you the truth. Nah, it's your choice. It's up to you. You can decide whether or not you want to rock on this ark with me or you want to sit out here in the streets and you want to continue to be a harlot and a hoe. Because it's not going to be, look, it gets worse from here for you. Everything that you had and everything that was good for you, it gets worse every single day. That one high that you hit, you're going to chase it for the rest of your life and you're going to chase it to the depths of hell. You're going to chase it until your kids is fucked up and they doing the same things except it's worse. Because the kids are the ones that exponentially pay for the sins of their fathers and their mother. And you going to have to pay for that. Somebody going to have to pay the piper for that. And so your dealers, your dope dealers that's online that continue to shake and move, and they selling you juice and schools and all of this shit. And you thought that the schools was going to be built by the time that your kid got to high school and it still is just sitting there with an empty building and a broken window. Now what? Was it worth it? Are the decisions that you made to be on code, was it worth it? Did the girl that told you to be on code that didn't have your back when you started going through things and they left you and they abandoned you, was it worth it? Every single one of you motherfuckers that was out there protesting, saying Black Lives Matters. And then when you found out that it was actually ran by a bunch of women that didn't even like men, was it worth it? While they was sipping on Mai Tais, when y'all investing in all of these fucked up funds and they told y'all, hey man, give me 100,000, give me 50,000, give me 20,000, give me 10,000, because we're going to come together as a community and we're going to continue to build this real estate up and we're going to take over the world. Was it worth it? For all of these people and all of these civil rights leaders, the modern ones, not the old school ones, the modern ones, you know, the ones that reinvented themselves, that used to be kingpins and dope dealers and all of these people, and then they reinvented themselves and all of a sudden they start protesting for you and you start following them. Was it worth it? When you broke up your family and you said, you know what? I don't like you because you don't make me feel good. And you decided to file for divorce. And you thought that you was going to win because you got a little bit of child support. But now you out here crash the fuck out. And you see that he done moved on and he got him a whole nother family and he winning out here in these streets. And you getting mad at him because he don't want nothing to do with your fucked up son. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? For the person that you did dirty, listen. There's content creators out here. Content creators out here. They did me wrong. They did me wrong. Some of them associated, some of them from a distance, and I know who they are and I pay attention to them. And they dusty as fuck. They fucked up. And I just look at them and I laugh and I giggle to myself and I just keep working. I just keep working and I found niggas in the ashes and I raised them up and I fixed their relationships. And I fixed their life and I saved them and I gave them an opportunity and platforms and greatness and shit like that. And they turned around and they said, nigga, I could have did this on my own. And I said, okay. All right, well, make another hove. You know what I'm saying? Make another hove. And it's platform people. It's people that could have aligned with me. It's women and men. Women that got offended of the different things that I was saying online, and instead of hitting me up and saying, hey man, let's work together, I see what you got going on over there, they decided to come back at me. They didn't know what they was doing. I laughed at them though. I sit here and I laughed at them, and eventually they submitted, or they continued to become broken. Was it worth it? Because listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't answer to nobody. I don't give a fuck. I truly don't care. I only answer to God. I don't care what happens after you leave me. I only answer to God. I'm not here to deal you anything. I don't give a fuck. The only thing I care about is the truth. I'm going to get rich no matter what. I'm going to be wealthy no matter what. It's ordained in me to be that. It was already predicted for me to have that. Before I was even born, when I was in my mother's stomach, they had dreams about me and prophesied that I was going to be rich as fuck. That in everything and all of the chaos was going to be around me. And y'all heard some of the stories. My mother came on the platform and told you what it is that was predicted on my life. It's all come to pass. You can't stop what God got for me. The only thing that you can do is roll with me or get rolled over. And so either you're going to decide that you want to do things differently and you're going to continue to rock out with these hope dealers, these dope dealers, these stealers, these killers, these willers and dealers, and they're going to continue to sell you all of this bullshit, or you're going to roll over here with me and you're going to get this work.